Oil is trading mixed on Tuesday. Market participants have probably overrated the impact of the tropical storms in the Gulf of Mexico. The ruble failed to hold early gains. Oil prices rose on Monday after the downward pressure at the end of the previous week. Yet there are not so many factors to support crude prices, and all of them are temporary. Thus, the impact of natural disasters on the oil industry will be short-lived. If Tropical Storm Laura does not turn into a hurricane, investors will switch their attention to other fundamental factors by the end of the week. Last Friday, however, this background caused a serious downward correction in oil prices. Some negative factors to weigh on oil include significant crude inventories in the US and a drop in fuel demand due to weak economic activity. In addition, a big increase in US active oil rigs last week holds back oil prices. If this tendency is followed by a rise in oil supply, the energy market will see another obstacle to its balance. Brent oil futures for October went moderately higher in the early session. The North Sea grade was trading at $45.72 per barrel, so we can see that Brent is still holding in the previous price channel, with bears trying to take the lead. On the other hand, WTI is showing different dynamics. The US crude is moving slightly lower but remains above $42 per barrel. In the coming sessions, investors will pay attention to the industry data on crude stockpiles from the API and the US Energy Department. Global market sentiment would also determine the trajectory of oil quotes. At the moment, the overall sentiment is quite positive, which can help keep oil afloat. The ruble opened the day with gains amid optimistic background. Market sentiment was also supported by the news about easing of tensions between the US and China. It's reported that the two sides had a successful phone conversation on Monday regarding the phase 1 of the trade deal. Besides, the ruble finds support in stable oil prices and sales of foreign currency by non-residents to pay the taxes. However, the uptrend in the ruble looks rather weak. One reason for this is the unfavorable geopolitical situation. It's too early to talk about the reversal of the downtrend in the ruble. In the day trade, the dollar-ruble pair was edging higher, having gained 0.18% to trade at 74.77 against the dollar. It seems that the bulls are heading for the upper boundary of the current channel at the mark of 75. Today, the dollar-ruble pair is expected to trade within the range of 73.90 and 75.60. That's all for now. You've watched Daily Financial News with me, Anna Kasatkina. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep track of the latest financial events. And see you back soon.